you guys surprised that you survived last season?
I'm surprised I survive any season. especially as the two of us are kind of, we're kind of, I suppose we're nice guys in the show. Yeah. So nice guys don't last very long in our show.
No.
It seems to be the bad people that do well.
I'd like to start with the elephant in the room. It's been announced that next season will only be 7 episodes and will not air until the summer. So I guess my first question to David and Dan is, why do you hate us all so much?
And it's badass. It's wonderful to be on set and to be able to go, I'm gonna do some damage to people. I'm gonna kill some people. It's gonna be special. And it has, I think there might have been moments in my life where I've kind of channeled my inner Khaleesi. But 9 times out of 10, it's just funny as shocking people that that's not who I am.
Yeah.
That it's...
You're just hanging at a party, cracking jokes and giggling.
That's pretty much it. And I think that's where my need to giggle comes from.
I like
that I have to not giggle on set.
Winter is here, and we got to shoot in places where there are trees, and we got to wait for the leaves to fall off. So we're actually waiting to shoot later in the year, and that means we don't finish shooting till February. There's no way to finish post. There's no way to get the show out there until summer. So.
That doesn't account for the 3 Sundays where I will have nothing to do at night.
Well, Faye.
Hey.
Oh. Rest in peace, Wade.
Yeah, well, she was a bit mean, so...
She was a bit mean, and
Yeah.
she also had an incredible run in that chase scene.
She did?
Yeah. Where did that run come from? Is that just how you run? Am I pointing out
Not in
something?
real life, no.
Okay.
Not in those
I just started doing it, not in I just started doing it, and then once they cut, they were like, oh, it looks like the Terminator, and I thought, yeah, I'll keep that one.
You're going to keep the T-1000.
Yeah, so then every time we did it, because we had to do it like a million times, it's just these, I don't know, just happened. It's quite good, do you know what I mean? So I kept it,
Yeah.
I just want to point out that Sophie Turner made us all do shots of vodka before we came out here. So.
I'm 20. I didn't do any of that.
I mean, were fans coming up to you after that episode and just shaking their head, going, "How could you?"
Oh, well, if only they said, how could you? They were a little bit more specific. Death wishes to me. Yeah, it was quite harsh on the Twitter, on the World Wide Web.
Quite rightly, too.
Yeah.
He has this kind of joy in everything that he does. So, he's enjoying it. He's on the best time of his life, and, he loves doing all this stuff, and that, I think, it kind of made him a bit funnier, I suppose. So he's not just some psychopath that. That's just One Direction. He's got a bit more about him. He's not in One Direction.
Davos this season got to interact with a fan favorite, Lady Mormont.
I did.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit about working opposite Bella Ramsey?
She makes me sick.
How so? Why?
She's so professional. She's absolutely fabulous. Kit was telling the story that the first day we rehearsed with her, because she's a little girl and we wanted to give her a little time, she walked in and the performance was 100% perfect. We hadn't even got our lines off. We were reading off pieces of paper. We just all looked at her and felt like complete amateurs. That girl is an absolute star. She's fantastic and a beautiful person as well.
Just a one-take Bella. That's nice to hear.
I was in LA a few days ago in a hotel, and all their doorsteps or doorstops said Hodor on them. I go, really?
So what was the experience like shooting Star Wars compared to Game of Thrones?
Gosh, off-piste, interesting. What's it like filming? Well, it's 2 different projects, but They both have a very passionate fan base. And I can't really answer this question.
I'm not sure she believes that Jon is capable of running Winterfell in the north. I think she thinks he doesn't have the intellect, the knowledge, the experience that she has. And I concur. But she knows that he has wonderful morals and that kind of those stark morals that inevitably he'll make the right decisions, or the good decision, but whether it's going to benefit anyone is another story. Whatever, Jon.
Conleth.
Yes, sir.
I think fans pointed out this season that you tended to flip back and forth between Essos and Westeros really quickly.
Yeah, but I got quicker from Ireland to San Diego than I did.
So you're faster than Lord Varys.
Yeah. No, I did. It didn't. I'm more annoyed about having to stand the whole way to Westeros on the boat, but it never annoyed me that I think there was enough time lapsed in between.
They should get you some seating.
Yeah.
What I want to know here.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There's
I'm going to let you finish the sentence now. Go.
a fan theory that kind of spawned from that, from you going so fast across the narrow sea, was this theory about how Varys might actually be a merman.
Yeah.
Did you see that theory? What do you think?
I have no thoughts on it whatsoever. To be brutally honest.
Involved in this theory.
Yes, absolutely.
No, I don't. I've never. I haven't. What? I don't know what the theory is, or why it's there, or is there any other mermaids or men in the series so far, or in the books? Have I missed them?
Well, what do you do under your sleeves? That's the big question.
I'm making lunch for everyone else.
Just twiddling your thumbs. We'll keep it at that.
Yeah, that's more for continuity, so I don't have to go, what was I doing with my hands?
Yeah, good.
That's all that is.
You learned from that, actually. That's very
Yeah. I think we should have a four-pronged Stark dream team. We have Jon on the throne, Sansa advising, Arya beating people up, and Bran just sitting in the corner with the throne.
I think I want Littlefinger on the throne. I just think
Shame.
No, I just think it'd be fun. It'd be quirky, sadistic. We like that kind of thing. Come on, we all watch Game of Thrones.
And Liam, your character, first he lost his fingers, now he's lost his king. Yeah. He's sort of a man without a country now.
Sort of like a daughter, his son, he just loses stuff all the time. There's no upside in this character at all. No misery after another.
Yeah, well, one misery after another is sort of...
Taxi for Cunningham.
If you could choose the way you will die, now is your opportunity, and I think I'd like to hear it. I'm sure they would as well.
How wonderful would it be, or kind of how the poetic justice of Sam has always been told that books are folly and they're to be dismissed, and nobody with any real common sense ever deals with books. He said, no, actually no. People who read books can do good in the world, they can do good for the greater good. Yeah, see, right? He's never been around this many books before. He's climbing up the bookshelf. Get a particularly, artistic, but book from the top shelf. Gets all the way up there, doesn't, severely underestimates his own weight. Tipples backwards off the bookshelf and pulls all of those books down on top of it. Jon, Miguel, you could direct this bit, right? We saw your work with Jon under the bodies in Battle of the Bastards. Imagine Sam trying to fight his way out of all the books that he's loved his whole life. And now, if he hadn't got what he wanted, he'd still be alive. It wasn't battle that killed him, it was books that killed him. Oh my God.
Drago
Yeah.
versus Josh Pfefferman in a fight. And before you answer, I want to say that Josh had a cardio kickboxing class for like 8 days one time,
Yeah.
and his sensei told him that he was pretty okay.
That he was it.
Yeah, he was the
He was
stuff.
the stuff.
Yeah.
The good stuff.
Who do you think would win? Okay, wait.
We could do it.
Wait. What about a
We could
what
do
about a
it.
passive aggressive fight?
Passive aggressive
Who would win that?
fight. Well, yeah. Well, Drogon's kind of you have to feed him. He gets kind of sad and sassy, and he might.
Yeah, he
he's
gets
an
a little
animal.
grumpy.
He's gonna get a little distracted by there might be like a pretty goose flying by that looks pretty tasty, or like someone might throw a ball.
First question that I think a lot of people would like to know, I certainly am one of them. Why didn't Sansa tell Jon about the Knights of Vale? That seems like important info.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was wondering.
Why do you
too? Sansa didn't tell Jon because she wanted all the credit, and it was a more dramatic moment when she showed up, and it makes for really good television. Now here's the question that I'm wanting to know. Why It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia didn't get an Emmy nomination?
I don't know. You guys have won.
What are you doing wrong?
Were you pleased with how Ramsey went?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. And I think it was really justified, and I like how it's moved the story on. Yeah, I think it was, you can't really ask for more epic death than that, or more righteous death, for him. I mean, it's very justified, isn't it? With a sense of irony, which was fun.
I know. What did the friends and family think when they saw that happen?
It's been really nice. Everyone just really loved the episode, actually, and they were kind of, people kind of, even your mates who wouldn't really talk about it, kind of like, oh, nice one, man, yeah, it was a good job that was, yeah. So it's cool, even when they say it.
Seeing as he died so heroically for Bran, I was wondering if there's anything he would say to Bran if he could express anything more than Hodor.
Thanks.
Hold your own.
I've been asked that question before. What would the first word you would say to Bran if Hodor could suddenly speak? And it would definitely be no. So it's going to be like, hey Hodor, carry me to that tree. No. Oh, I'm sorry.
A girl would like to know, what was the favorite part of training for your fight scenes?
I guess they were kind of choreographed like dances. And so we spent like a month in Northern Ireland doing that. And I remember one day where Maisie and me were really... No, actually, this was after filming. So after we filmed episode 5, we spent all day doing that, and it was so much fun, but me and Maisie were hitting each other a lot. By the end of the day, we were so tired that I went back to my hotel room and fell asleep face down in a plate of salmon. So even though it was a good day, I woke up like this. And I looked in the mirror and was like, man, that was, it was a tough day. So yeah, that probably that day, because we were both really tired, but we had like a lot of fun, yeah. Salmon face, awesome, shouldn't have said that.
What are you hoping Sam will find in that massive library?
Books.
Yeah, loads and loads and loads of books. Well, that's...
In those books.
Some CDs, I think.
Yeah, a few audio books would be nice. No, I just think that, Sam's not there for a holiday. He's not there to be kind of twisting by the pool at the Citadel for the rest of his life.
That relationship with Shireen was very easy.
She's an absolutely gorgeous human being and a beautiful actress, and these guys keep taking the people I like working with away from me, which makes it difficult. But that was pretty tricky. Actually, I must tell you, there is a little story. The stag that I got. My daughter is in the audience here, by the way. Say hello to my daughter, please. So I liberated the stag, and my daughter has a wall of awesome at home. And I said, you need that after we finish filming. It hadn't been broadcast. And I said, you need to have that in your hand when we're watching the show. We all sit on the couch and watch it. What I didn't figure on, because I wasn't there for Shireen's demise, when the episode came on, I said, you need to have that again. And she'll tell you this. She had it in her hand. I hadn't seen it, and we sat down to watch it. And all of a sudden, my daughter was in a heap on the sofa as she watched my surrogate daughter, Shireen, getting burned to death while she held a stag that I had stolen from her. And I felt like the worst dad in the world. It was appalling. Awful thing to do. So that's their fault, by the way.
Would you have liked to have your death scene shot? And if so, how would you have liked that?
I think it would have been cool to see Maisie rip my face off, just rip it on off. But I guess in a way it's good because, you know, they can use their imagination, the audience can use their imagination.
But also, didn't she blow the candle out so no one would have seen anything anyway?
She smacked it with a sword.
Yeah.
So she took it off. But, you know, it would have been good because I'd have got to, you know, been on GameofThrones for maybe another 2 days, which would have been nice. But never mind.
Just to rip your face off.
Binging Cold Hands is back. Yeah, good one. I'd like to ask the panel if there are any great stories, funny, that they'd like to share during the production this season.
I'm sure there's so many. Kit farted a lot.
Exclusive.
That's it.
How long did it take you to wrap your head around the Hodor hold the door twist?
It's such a clever twist. I read it in the script and it was just like, oh my god, it works out. The first thing I did was I quickly Googled it to see if anyone had worked it out already, and lo and behold, some fan theories way back, like a year ago,
Is that true?
already. Yeah, seriously.
They got the thing with the phrase
they'd
and all,
found
did they?
hold the door. Yeah,
Really?
I think it had been manifested in a slightly different way, but then when I read that Hodor died, I genuinely didn't believe it. I was with my mum and I was like, oh no, well he's not dead. He can't be dead.
Yeah.
She's like, no, he's dead. He's dead. It didn't compute. I couldn't believe it. But
I felt the same when they did the Shireen thing. When I was reading it, she's born and gone. They can't do that. It's like, it's really weird. You know, especially when you've been working, because we have personal relationships with these people as well. And then I just go, kill them. But that's my colleague. They're not getting sacked. They are getting sacked, in a sense, but they're being killed. It's very strange. It's a weird way to work.